Hi everybody, here we are, and it's another one from the Cooper's range, and this is a Brew IPA. That's the title of it, Brew IPA. Grammatically wrong. Should be Brew an IPA, because IPA stands for Indian Pale Ale. Brew a Indian Pale Ale. Still wrong. Brew an Indian Pale Ale. Correct. Just getting a bit pedantic there. Annoys me, that sort of stuff. So, there's the label off the can. It's a kitten kilo. Add a kilo of standard, I added a kilo of standard table sugar. It recommends you to add other stuff. I was finding where it was. It's a 1.7 kilogram pre-hot malt extract beer. I'm not going to read that bump yet. We'll have a look. Where's the ingredients? Did we fail to find the ingredients last time? I don't know. There's, oh no, there we go. Yeah, it's because it's off the rip-off bit. So if you accidentally bin that bit. Right. Pure and natural ingredients. Malted barley, in bold. Hops, yeast and water. Contains gluten. Algae advice for allergens, including cereals containing gluten. See ingredients in bold. So the barley includes gluten. Light coloured malt extract will darken with heat and age. Store in a cool, dry area. That's most of the bump off the write-up. Some figures. Right. So, the starting gravity was 1.046 at 21 degrees centigrade. Final gravity was 1.008 at 23 degrees C. We could mess with the figures there, but it's not going to make a right lot of difference. Approximate ABV of 5.163% alcohol by volume. Cost of the kit £13.95 plus approximately 65p for a bag of sugar. That's £14.60. Rocket scientist, Jesus. Let's have a look at it. So, as you can see, it doesn't hold the head. Doesn't even hold the cap. Barely holds a ring. Nice and clear. I think that's pretty much, yeah, probably polished. It's a light, it's a dark gold to light amber colour, I'd say. Give it a bit of a sniff. Not really getting a lot on the nose. A bit of slight earthiness. whack into the taste. There's a very slight upfront sweetness, a sort of crystal malt sweetness. That's about all that's going on. Well, yeah, there's this malty, a light malty flavour that is in there with the sweetness, so it's going to be pale malt and probably a little bit of crystal malt. But there's quite an earthiness to it. Now, I have to say, when I first started the barrel, I was not impressed in the slightest. This is probably the only pre-hopped kit that I would have said was going to be overly hopped. Most of them you can't detect. It's very subtle on hopness. This one, not only is that earthiness in there and the bitterness that kicks in towards the back end, but when I first started the beer, the barrel, it was dank, almost wet cardboard flavour, that real overly hopped green flavour. Wet cardboard, woody, not pleasant. But after 10 pints or so, a couple of days, it settled down a bit and it's now quite pleasant. So it needs, I would say it needs quite a bit of aging, does this one, because it's an IPA and it's been overly hopped to ensure that you have that IPA flavour, and it's not a bad IPA now. As I say, you've got after the sweetness and the maltiness dies down a bit, there's an earthiness, and it dies into a quite pleasant earthy bitterness. Far better than the first few that I had. But let's read that bit of bump. American style. Well, it shows a clear beer, so that's not American style for starters. Define what you call an American style. New England IPA is an American style. Goddamn awful. Cloudy, gritty, nasty, overly hopped. Stop ranting. Let's go back to this one. Right, so American style. Full bodied. Should we try that? Full bodied. Medium bodied. Tropical. Citrusy. No. Grapefruit notes. No. Toasty amber malt. Crystal malt flavour. With a clean hop finish. clean hop filled bitter finish. Yes, it does have that earthy hop bitter finish, but there's no tropical citrusy grapefruit notes that I can detect, which is a good thing. I don't like those. Drink a can of Lilt if you want tropical. That now is a really nice beer. As I say, it probably needed a good half a week more, at least, aging in the barrel. Because it started off, it was really quite nasty. It was don't get me wrong, it was beer. I ain't going to tip it unless you can't drink it, but it wasn't pleasant. It was nasty, dank, wet carbonated flavour. Very, very earthy to the... Yeah. Right, stop waffling. I probably won't buy it again because it didn't start off okay. Some beers start off alright and die off a bit, but that one, yeah, it didn't start off okay, so probably won't buy it again. Not a bad beer now though. Quite a nice IPA, and it has a very nice, earthy, lingering bittering. Right, like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Cheers. Bye.